Hi there, it's Mr. H, and I'm here to help you make a list of at least 20 things that you love or that make you happy. So, in order to do this, you're going to need two things. You're going to need some lined notebook paper. So, maybe you have a writing notebook or you have a binder that's got some paper in it. So, get a sheet of paper. And then, secondly, you're going to need a pen or a pencil for some writing. Don't use a marker, use a pen or a pencil. Come on, you're fifth graders. You can do this. All right, so pause the video while you get those things, and then we'll get started. All right, well, here we go. Oh, let's see if I can make it. There we go. All right, so put a heading on the top of your paper. So what I love, what makes me happy. So put that heading there, and then put today's date. So why don't you pause the video while you do that? Got that? Okay. So I find that it's really helpful if you think in terms of the different kinds of things that you love or that make you happy. And so to make it a little easier on you, I suggest that you make yourself a little table like this one. And so what I've done here is that I divided my paper into 3 columns. And in this column, I'm going to make a list of living things. So this is going to be people and animals and maybe plants, things that are alive that I love. Or it might be something that used to be alive, somebody that was important to you, perhaps that's passed on or that sort of thing. Non-living things, these would be things like your toys and your clothing and your shoes and your bike and your game system, whatever it is, those things, your baseball glove and bat, your football, your soccer ball, I don't know. And then this last column, these are active activities, things that you like to do. So maybe you like to sleep or jump or sing or dance, or you like to play football, or you like to kick a soccer ball, any of those kind of things. So the way that I think you will be most successful with this activity then is to think for a moment about living things. And so start with the people and the animals that are in your life, if you have any pets, and make a list right here. And so take a minute or two and do that. Once you've done that, then go to this column right here and think about the non-living things that are important to you. So the sports equipment or your bicycle or your bed in your bedroom or, all those kinds of things. So take a minute or two and write down as many as you can think of. And then stop and then come back to this list over here. So what are things that you like to do? I like to run. I like to sing. I like to play with my friends, those kinds of things. All right. So why don't you pause the video and give that a try, and then I'll show you my list that I created. It took me about 5 minutes, and so that you have an idea of some things that maybe you hadn't considered. Okay, so pause the video, and I'll see you in a second. All right, well, hopefully you paused the list. I realize that this picture is probably a slightly bit blurry, but I'll try to talk you through it because, again, this is in my notebook and my handwriting and all that kind of stuff. Oh, my goodness. All right, so over here, a list of living things. So I put family members. So here's some names of people in my family. And then I got thinking about some other things that I love. I'm an outdoors type person, and I like to be out in my garden. And when I'm in my garden, I love it when the hummingbirds and other birds come and they visit. Sometimes I get hummingbirds that get like really close to my head, like this close. It's kind of scary a little bit, but it's also amazing because they're like that close to your head. I live amongst some oak trees. So there are oak trees that surround my house, and I love them. I grow roses and tomato plants and strawberry plants. So I love them very much, especially because I eat the stuff that comes off of these. Well, not the roses, but eat the tomatoes and the strawberries. And then I have some other plants in my yard that I really enjoy looking at. I have hostas and hydrangea. And then I have this plant, it's called a firecracker plant, and the hummingbirds love it. And so again, you can see I got a list of living things that I love. Okay, I probably could go longer, probably could add more things, and maybe you need to have a longer list than this, but just to give you some examples. So non-living things, these are things that might quickly, again, trying to come up with some stuff that I absolutely love. And so, I don't know, I love food. So chocolate and lasagna and coffee jumped out at me. And right next to my desk, I don't have a refrigerator in my classroom right now. I have an ice chest. And so I have this ice chest, and it's got some food in there that I'm going to eat soon. And so that makes me happy. I love it when I can take a hot shower, because there have been some times in my life where I'm camping or the power goes out and you don't take a hot shower and you realize, oh, hot shower is really important. So I love having a shower. I love having a nice soft bed that I can sleep in and the pillows and sheets that go with it. I know maybe you don't love a washer and dryer, but I used to live in a place where I had to take all my stuff to a laundromat. And having a washer and dryer in my own home is amazing. And so I like those. I'm lucky to live in a place where we have a swimming pool. And so I'm happy. I know those are things that I love. I have a car and a truck that I depend on. I love those. I love to make music. And so I play guitar and sometimes a ukulele. So those are things I love. I love my phone. I mean, oh my goodness, there's so much on my phone. How could I not say that I love this thing? And then I have a game system. I have a Nintendo Switch at home that I enjoy playing sometimes, and so I love that. All right, so maybe there's some things on this list that you can use on your list. All right, last, things that I love to do. Well, I love eating. I love sleeping, especially when I can sleep in. I enjoy watching videos on YouTube. They make me happy. I enjoy watching baseball games. I like to go to the Emeralds games. Those are fun. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy planting plants. I love to dig holes and put new plants in the ground. I love to read books, love to play my guitar or play music with others. That can be fun. I like hiking and biking. I love to travel. I like to watch videos about traveling. I like to walk with my dog in the park. And sometimes I like to sit in the hot tub, right? So your list is, I'm sure, different from mine, but hopefully you've seen some things in this list that can help you with your list. All right, so good luck with your list.